our opponents wipe the board. So Corpse Augur is gonna die again, which means that we're gonna draw 5 more cards. Just so you know, we are live on YouTube right now. We do live streams every day, or we try to be on every single day building commander decks. We are going to be playtesting this Henzie Toolbox Torre. This is after we played the precon and we're quite surprised at how the precon played, how poor it was. There is a review on the channel that you can check out by clicking on my YouTube channel and all the other precons for Streets of New Capenna as well. And if you're not already subscribed to the YouTube channel, you can subscribe and it would help to grow the channel. We recently got to 500 subscribers and I just want to say, just give a huge thank you to everyone who subscribed to the channel. Be aware that we do have a Discord as well, and the people who join the Discord, when they type giveaway for the giveaway, because we do a giveaway every week as well, get 3 entries into the giveaway. And at the end of today's stream, we will be announcing the winner for Piru the Volatile, which is the giveaway for this week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're gonna draw 7, and if we get a good hand, then we'll play it out and see how it goes. Jund Panorama, Dragon Lord Atarka, Marsh, Malady, Kadama's Reach, and Felwar Stone. Guys, I actually think that we keep this hand. We have 2 ways to ramp. Hopefully we draw into creature. We got a lot of creatures inside the deck. We can scry 1 on the first turn. And yeah, I think we play this hand. So let's see how this goes. We're going to draw the first card. It's a forest. We're gonna play a tapped Temple of Malady. We're gonna scry, and we have a Phyrexian Rager, which I think we're actually gonna keep on the top, because that's just gonna draw us another card. We'll pass the turn. We will untap. I think you're right, Merrick. We definitely got a good amount of lands. We'll draw that Phyrexian Rager. When this enters the battlefield, we draw a card and lose 1 life. So, then we're going to... Yeah, we were mana flooded that first time. You're 100% right. You're 100% right. Look, we're gonna get down this forest here, and then we're gonna tap 2, and we're gonna play the Felwar Stone. And then we're gonna go ahead and pass the turn here. Let's say the opponent we're playing against has, like, an aggressive deck. So we just took damage. And then we're gonna untap. We'll draw into a Cinder Glade. Merrick, I'm flooded. Look, we're gonna get down this swamp. We could ramp here again. I think we play the Kadama's Reach just to get more mana to play as quickly as possible. But if I don't play mana, the Kadama's Reach this turn, I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 mana next turn. I could technically, yeah, I think we Kadama's Reach because we can Phyrexian Rager and Henzie next turn. So we're gonna go ahead and play the Kadama's Reach, and we're gonna search our library for 2 basic land cards, put 1 onto the battlefield tapped and the other one to our hand. So let's grab a mountain onto the battlefield, and then we'll just place a forest into our hand. And then we will shuffle on stream. Okay, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please remember to subscribe. It will literally change the entire course of my life if you do. It's just 1 button, but it really has just a ginormous effect on my life. So thank you in advance. We'll draw for turn. We have Carter Doomscourge. Thank you for the subscription. I just saw that. I appreciate it. So we just drew into Carter, which is pretty nice because we can kind of play around the Carter card here. So we can get our land down. We have 3 basic lands, so we can play our Cinderglade untapped. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, Ricardo. Ricardo's a new name, dude. What's good, Ricardo? Welcome to the stream, man. So we have 6 mana right now, so I think we tap I could play Carter, but let's just use all of our mana. We'll tap 3, we'll get Henzie into play. And then, now Henzie's on the battlefield, so that's exciting. And then we'll tap 3 and we will get the Phyrexian Rager into play, which is gonna allow us to lose a life and draw a card. And we'll draw into the Foe Razor Regent. This is now a 6-drop, and Dragonlord Atarka is now a 6-drop. Carter is a 3-drop, which is exciting. And then we will go ahead and pass the turn. And now we will draw. Let me grab this Felwar Stone, put it off to the side. Can you guys see the cards in my hand? I'll leave that right there up a little bit. I'll move that up slightly. And then we'll draw into a Soul Salvage. Good. So the Soul Salvage is going to allow us to return 2 target creature cards from our graveyard to our hand. So basically, what I think we want to do here is we'll play Carter this turn, draw a card at the end step. We'll get down this Jund Panorama. And technically we could... What do we do here? I can play Carter, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I have 3 mana left over. Do we play Carter here, or do we blitz Carter? Or do we just blitz one of these creatures that are gonna let us remove a creature? Decisions. I think right now what we're gonna do is, because these both are flying, both these creatures are flying anyway. I think we just used all of our mana and we blitz so we can draw a card. I want to draw a card. So what we're gonna do right now, blitz Carter and go to opponents. I think it's a strong play. Yeah, I think we do that. Yeah, we'll blitz Carter. So 1, 2, 3. That's what I was thinking at first. So we blitz Carter. All of our opponents are goated. He has haste. So let's just not attack with Carter, because let's say somebody would be able just to block and remove him. It says if he dies, or we... No, when this creature dies, draw a card. Oh yeah, so we'll just attack with Carter. And we'll attack with the Phyrexian Rager as well. And then, actually, we'll just hold this up to block. Not that that really matters. Let's say Carter dies on that trigger. They blocked. And then, technically, no, it wouldn't matter. We'll draw off of the die trigger. We have a backdraft Hellkite. Ooh, let's go. How much mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Technically, oh no, I don't have another red. That's unfortunate. Technically, I could blitz this and draw another card if I wanted to, and then have both of these in the graveyard. But I think I'll save this to recast the Soul Salvage at some point. So we'll hold on to the backdraft Hellkite here, and then I think we just pass the turn here. We don't take damage for an entire go around the table, and then we're gonna tap this red. We'll sack the Jund Panorama, and we're actually gonna go grab a another mountain here. We'll play the tapped mountain. Yeah, it's very goading your opponents is a nice, comfortable. It's a comfortable experience, you know. It's real chill when you goad your opponents, you know. So we're gonna untap, and then we're gonna draw for turn. And we have a Dusk Mangler. So it's additional cost to cast this creature, sack a creature, discard a card, or pay for a life. When this ETBs, each opponent sacrifices a creature, discards a card, and loses 4 life. So all of our opponent's creatures are goaded, so none of them can block right now, essentially. So I think we could blitz this for 6 mana. We'll get down the Smoldering Marsh. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana right now. So I'm thinking that, you know, playing this right now, guys, like we could blitz 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll leave me with 2 mana left over. I think 7, 8. I'm thinking that getting to 12 mana inside this deck is kind of the sweet spot. Oh, Ricardo, thank you for subscribing, dude. I just saw that. I'm so happy I was looking at the screen when I noticed that. Thank you. And thank you for liking the video. I just saw that you liked the video. I think 12 mana, Merrick and everybody, I think is a sweet spot. And Ricardo, I think is a sweet spot right now because the 7 drops are like the highest mana cost value, the highest mana value creatures that we have. So if we could get to 12 mana, technically I could blitz one of these creatures and then one of these creatures. Or we could have Henzie go away and then just reduce their mana value as well. Which is a thought. Do we sack Henzie right now so that we just reduce their mana costs or no? No, I think we need more of the spells that... Yeah, let's imagine that we go to cast a creature spell, and on our upkeep, our opponent targets Henzie with the removal spell, and they take out Henzie. So Henzie's not in the game. So right now, we have to replay Henzie. So we need 5 mana, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll get down Henzie. And then that leaves us with 1, 2, 3 mana left over. These are all... Technically, we could play the Backdraft Hellkite for Blitz. I don't think this Hellkite is good, guys. I think we take the... I think I take a look at... Untap a mountain. Why? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doesn't Henzie cost 5 right now? Oh, this. This. We'll do that. But technically, I think we're gonna take out this Hellkite and see if there's another card in our pile that might play better here. Oh, somebody unsubscribed, guys. Somebody just unsubscribed. That's so funny. You need 2 for the Hellkite. I see what you're saying. I think you're right, but I think we're gonna take the Hellkite out of the deck anyway. So let me just take a look at this. I kind of want this Explorer. So we're gonna play this Explorer. I'm taking out the Hellkite. It's too slow. So we'll just imagine that we had this copy of Explorer in our hand. And then we'll tap 2, we'll play Explore, which is going to allow us to draw a card. An Undying Malice, that was the correct play there. And we have an untapped swamp here that we can play. And we'll get down our other land. And then we'll go ahead and pass the turn. Peace out, Merrick. I'll see you around, buddy. Thanks for all the help, dude. Then we'll untap. We will draw for turn. And a Kessig Wolf Run, which is kind of like a GG card inside this deck, I think. So we'll get this down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana right now. Dragonlord Atarka costs 5 mana. Oh yeah, this is great, actually. So technically what we could do right now is we could pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. We can blitz the Dusk Mangler, we'll pay 4 life. Or we'll sack the Phyrexian Rager. And then we'll keep these 2 creatures on the battlefield. And then what we'll do is just go to combat and attack with Dragonlord Atarka and then the Dusk Mangler. So this is 5 and then 8. This is 13 damage. This entered the battlefield. This removed a creature. Man, both these cards just kind of blew up our opponent's board right there, honestly. We just kind of took out a bunch of creatures with these 2 creatures. And then, so we dealt damage. We'll go to our end step. These two creatures will be sacrificed, and then we'll draw 1/2 cards. So we have the Prowling Geistcatcher and the Ash Barrens. And then what we'll do is pass the turn. We'll draw into a Corpse Augur. We'll get down the Ash Barrens. I think right now we blitz the Corpse Augur, and then we technically would draw 1, 2, 3, 4 cards right now off of the Corpse Augur, which would be pretty nice. And then technically we can Soul Salvage to bring some of our creatures back to our hand. So I think what we'll do right now is technically let's do this. We will tap 2 mana and we'll get down the Corpse Augur and we'll blitz the Corpse Augur. So when this dies, you draw X cards and lose X life for X's number of creature cards in target player's graveyard. So this has to be sacrificed. We will now, I think we just play the Prowling Geistcatcher. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll play the Geistcatcher that says when this leaves the battlefield, or when a creature is sacrificed, we exile it. Actually, I don't think we want to play that right now. We'll play that later. So we'll keep that mana, and then we'll blitz the Fellraiser Regent. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. We'll get down the Fellraiser Regent. So when this enters the battlefield, we fight another target creature we don't control. So that's another creature removed. And then this has haste, this has haste. So now let's say we attack with the Corpse Augur for 4 damage. This has 6 power, so this is 10 total damage right now. And then we'll go to our end step and our creatures will be sacrificed. So we're gonna draw a card off the Regent. I'll have this sacrifice first, so we'll draw a card. That's a mountain, okay? And then this is gonna be sacrificed, and now it's gonna trigger. So when this, you know what we're gonna do is we're gonna pay a black. So I'll tap for black, and I'm gonna cast an Undying Malice on the Corpse Augur. So when the Corpse Augur dies, we return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control with a +1/+1 counter on it. So this is gonna die. This is gonna be sacrificed. We'll draw off of the Blitz trigger, so Evolutionary Leap, and then its own trigger will go on the stack. So we draw X life and lose. We draw X cards and lose X life for X's number of creatures in our graveyard. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creatures in our graveyard. So we're gonna draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We drew what? 1, 2, 3, 4 lands and a Farseek. Okay. And then the Undying Malice is going to trigger, so this is going to enter the battlefield tapped. And then I'll go ahead and pass the turn there. I think I have to reduce down the hand size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we'll get rid of this Thriving thing and then this Hideaway land. And we'll hold on to these cards. Pass the turn. And then I think right here, we will just say that our opponents wipe the board. So Corpse Augur is going to die again, which means that we're going to draw 5 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Noxious Gearhulk, Rot-Tide Gargantua, which is essentially 2 creatures that are going to be able to remove more creatures. And then we'll untap. We will draw for turn a Death Reap Ritual. That goes into our hand. And I think I like the way this deck plays now. So I think we're just going to hold it off on at that. We could play a Soul Salvage here to return 2 creature cards from a graveyard to our hand. We could replay Henzie for 7 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. That would leave us with 5 mana left over. Or 6, 7 mana actually, because we have Temple of the False God. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana actually. So then technically we could play the Gargantua for 2 mana. Yeah, we got a lot of plays here that we could make, actually. And we can get down the Geist Catcher to reuse our creatures. So yeah, I think this deck definitely plays better than the Precon. A million times better.